A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a landmark decision, the United Nations Security Council has approved a U.S.-drafted resolution endorsing President Donald Trump's ambitious 20-point peace plan for Gaza, marking a pivotal moment in the region's tumultuous history. The resolution, known as Resolution 2802/2025, received overwhelming support with 13 votes in favor, including backing from major powers like the United Kingdom and France. Notably, Russia and China abstained from the vote, voicing concerns over specific aspects of the plan, yet their non-veto allowed the resolution to advance without hindrance. This endorsement comes at a critical time, following a fragile ceasefire that took effect on October 10, 2025, initiated by a historic exchange of hostages between Hamas and Israel. The ceasefire represents the first major de-escalation in hostilities since the onset of the conflict, but remains precarious, with sporadic border incidents reminding all parties of the volatility that persists. The newly approved resolution seeks to strengthen this ceasefire by introducing structured international involvement aimed at preventing a return to violence. Trump's peace initiative, first unveiled on September 29, 2025, presents a multi-phase strategy to transform Gaza from a war-torn area into a stable, demilitarized region conducive to economic recovery and eventual Palestinian self-governance. This plan emphasizes deal-making, a hallmark of Trump's administration, and includes security guarantees for Israel alongside humanitarian aid provisions for Palestinians. By addressing fundamental issues like arms proliferation and governance vacuums, the plan aims to tackle the root causes of the ongoing conflict. With the UN's endorsement, the proposal transitions from a unilateral American initiative to a binding framework under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, obligating member states to support its implementation through financial and logistical means. This legal backing is particularly critical given the extensive devastation in Gaza, where entire neighborhoods lie in ruins and over 90% of the population has experienced displacement during the conflict. The resolution signals a collective international commitment to breaking the cycle of violence that has plagued the region for decades. Experts caution, however, that the success of this initiative hinges on cooperation from all regional stakeholders. At the core of Trump's peace plan is a comprehensive roadmap divided into 4 key phases. The initial phase, which is already underway, focuses on immediate stabilization efforts, including humanitarian access and basic security measures. This phase aims to facilitate the release of remaining hostages held by Hamas, estimated at around 100 individuals, and the withdrawal of Israeli forces from critical urban areas in northern Gaza. Subsequent phases will introduce governance reforms, economic incentives, and diplomatic normalization between Israel and Arab states, addressing vital issues such as water resource sharing and anti-corruption measures within Palestinian institutions. The 20 points of the plan range from an immediate cessation of rocket fire from Gaza to a vision of a confederation model integrating Gaza with the West Bank under a reformed Palestinian Authority. The resolution also introduces an innovative element, the establishment of a Board of Peace, BOP, a transitional body that will oversee the implementation of the peace plan. This board, which Trump is expected to chair, will be based in a neutral location such as Geneva or Amman and will include representatives from the U.S., Israel, the Palestinian Authority, Egypt, and select Arab nations, ensuring balanced participation. The BOP will manage a World Bank-supported trust fund, anticipated to raise billions in pledges from donor countries, with a focus on Gaza's reconstruction needs, which are estimated to exceed $50 billion. The fund will prioritize the clearance of unexploded ordnance, over 100,000 devices reported across the territory, rebuilding essential infrastructure, and addressing chronic water shortages through desalination projects. To further bolster security, the resolution calls for the creation of an International Stabilization Force, ISF, a multinational peacekeeping mission tasked with deploying rapidly to Gaza. This force, authorized for an initial 2-year mandate, is expected to comprise up to 20,000 troops from contributing nations, including Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, and the United Kingdom, among others. The ISF's primary responsibilities will include overseeing the demilitarization of Gaza, mapping and destroying underground tunnels, dismantling rocket launch sites, and confiscating heavy weaponry from non-state actors. Additionally, the resolution mandates the training of a new Palestinian National Police Force, consisting of around 15,000 officers, who will be vetted by international observers to ensure they are free from affiliations with militant organizations. Despite the international momentum generated by the resolution, Hamas has vehemently rejected the peace plan, labeling it an infringement on Palestinian sovereignty and a mechanism to perpetuate Israeli dominance. Hamas spokesperson Sami Abu Zuhri criticized the proposal as an imposition of international guardianship over Gaza, arguing that it undermines the rights of the Palestinian people. This rejection reflects internal divisions within Hamas, with hardliners opposing any compromise and pragmatists expressing concern about isolation if they remain the sole holdouts amid growing Arab support for the initiative. Hamas's objections highlight several unresolved issues, including the lack of explicit commitments to Palestinian statehood and the right of return for refugees. As the international community watches closely, the success of this peace plan will ultimately depend on the willingness of all parties to engage in constructive dialogue and work towards a lasting resolution to the conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.